Hey y'all, Russ Uckle here, professional full-time voice actor, also known as Valiant Voice of an Era. And today's Voices of the Dawn is going to hit a little bit different, maybe. There have been some things that I've been hearing over the past 2.5, 3 months. They don't generally get brought up in most spaces. I'm a VO life coach as well. So I get privy to a number of things that have affected people and their outlook. And in many of the groups that I'm in, one theme that keeps getting brought up is the fact that people are losing faith that they matter to each other. But we're not just talking loneliness, though that's a part of it. We're not talking about just division. That's a part of it too. It's the growing belief that kindness is weakness, compassion is naive, that nobody truly sees anybody for what they're worth unless there's some type of gain out of it. And it's just not true. And this type of perception is dangerous because the truth is it changes how we address strangers. It changes how families communicate with each other. It changes how communities communicate with each other. But a big one is that it's capable of changing how a child sees the world that they live in. If this doesn't get addressed, and it's never really brought up, then it's not going to be talked about. So I don't know if this affects you. I don't know if this affects someone that you love, but I felt this one was important enough to bring up. So here we go. Take care. There will come a time in your life when the world will try to convince you that you are small. It will whisper that your kindness changes nothing, that your patience goes unnoticed, that your compassion is weak, and that the world is too broken, too angry for one life to matter anymore. Slowly, dangerously, people begin to believe it. They stop reaching for one another. They stop speaking honestly. They stop showing warmth. And they stop believing anyone would care if they disappeared into the noise. But listen to me carefully. The world has lied to you. History is not shaped only by presidents, armies, celebrities, or men whose names are carved into stone. History is also shaped by the exhausted mother who still chooses kindness, by the father who broke a cycle of anger, by the stranger who offered dignity instead of cruelty, by the friend who made one more phone call, by the teacher who reminded a child they were capable, and by the artist who made one hurting soul feel understood. I believe that humanity survives because ordinary people keep choosing not to let the light die. And most of them will never fully realize the lives they touched. That joke you almost didn't tell may have been the first reason someone smiled in weeks. That moment of patience may have stopped another person from giving up entirely. The encouragement that you barely remember offering might still echo in someone's heart so many dawns from now. Somewhere in the world, someone is stronger because you existed. And maybe that sounds impossible to believe. Maybe pain or hardship has convinced you that you are unseen, replaceable, or forgotten. But, oh, man, hear me when I say this. The measure of life is not found in how loudly the world applauds you. It's found in how much darkness failed to spread because you were here. Don't surrender your humanity to this age of cynicism. Be kind anyway. Be patient anyway. Hope anyway. Because every time someone chooses compassion in a world trying to harden them, the future changes. The greatest tragedy of all, perhaps, is that most people will never know how extraordinary they truly were to someone else. So allow me to remind you that you are still here, still trying, still carrying the light through your exhaustion. And the dawn has always belonged to people exactly like you. I love you all, and I'll see you out there.